Hey guys, this is my full review, experience, and tutorial of Smallworld. So, to set up Smallworld is pretty simple. You will first decide how many players you have and play with that board. This is the 5-player board. There's the 4-player board, 3-player, 2-player, 1-player, whatever. And then in all the mountain regions, you'll put a mountain cardboard icon token there. On the regions with the little crosshairs, you will put a Lost Tribe token there. After you have the board set up, give each player 5 tokens. After that, you will shuffle each race and each superpower and make a column just like this. I love how they set this up because each game you will have different races and different superpowers and different combinations of the two. So this game has high replay value. This is what makes the game have a high replay value, and this is why kids will love it and adults will always play it. To pick a race, you will choose one of these races and superpowers. If you choose this bottom one, it is completely free. If not, let's say you want to choose the dwarves, you will then put 1 coin here. Let's say you want the Rat Man. You will put 1 coin here, then you will take the Rat Men and then slide everything down. Players could choose anything that is visible. Now, when it's the next player's turn to choose, and they choose the race and superpower on the bottom, they will get it. It is free, and they will also get the 1 coin that comes with it. Now, coins, whoever has the most coins at the end wins the game. So be careful giving other players coins like this. Is it really worth buying the race and power combo, or do you want to get the free one? It's your choice. Now, once you choose your race, you will start conquering. Conquering is very simple in this game. To conquer regions, it is 2 tokens plus the number of cardboard on it. So this region had no cardboard, it is simply 2 tokens. This region has cardboard on it, it is 3 tokens. This 2 will also be 3 tokens. Now, I only have 1 token left, and this requires 3 tokens. I could say this is my final conquest of the turn. I'll put down 1 token, and then I'll have to roll the dice. If the dice is 0, I do not get that region. However, I need 3. So if I roll a 2 or up, I will be able to capture this region. If I fail, this token goes right back to my hand. And it's simple as that. After conquering, it's called redeploying. The way I explain this to my kids is pick up all the extra cardboard, leaving 1 cardboard on each of the regions you own, and then organizing it anywhere you want. For example, you could put all of the extra cardboard in one area, or you could split it out evenly. This is to reassure your defenses against other players. Now, with some races, such as the Orc, they have a special power that they get extra points for conquering areas that are not empty. Not empty means there's a race token. Race tokens are any of these square tokens. These are Orcs and Lost Tribe. You also have humans. You have a lot of races. The square tokens are race tokens. So the way I had my kids deal with this issue, because they were Orcs, was leave the race token there. And then when you're counting up your points, once you finish counting, take away that extra race token. That is how I help them keep track of what is empty and what is non-empty. You will count how many regions you have, and that is how many coins you get. Orcs do get extra points for fighting, so anything that's non-empty, they'll get extra coins for. Every race has a superpower. Sorcerers, I know, get extra points if they have a magical icon like this, a blue magical icon on the region. So if you're a sorcerer or a wizard, I forget what they're called, they will get extra points. This game has an awesome card on the back. It will literally tell you what is the ability of all the races and all the superpowers. My 9-year-old was able to keep this on her and figure out what she wanted to do and keep track of her own abilities. My 7-year-old, who has a little, new reader, she needed a little bit of explanation on what everything does, and also needed to be reminded what her best plays were while she was conquering the lands. My 5-year-old, we just played for him. At some point in the game, you will conquer a lot of territory and then have no more tokens to conquer. That usually happens around the 3rd or 4th turn. By the way, this turn marker will go up after everyone has had a turn. So what happens when there's not enough tokens? What you will do is flip over, you will skip your turn and flip over the race and powers. And now it is what we call going to decline. You will flip these tokens from the colored side to the black and white side, and then count how many territories you have. When races are turned to the black and white, they no longer have their superpowers. So this is an orc, but let's say if this was a sorcerer, such as this, who gets extra points for being on a magical region. If it is black and white, if it is turned over, they do not get extra points. So this will only count as 1 point. Once the round is over, everyone has their turn, and it's back to you. You will pick another race in superpower. Now, this is part of the strategy of the game, when to go on decline. How many times to go on decline? Because you could only have one race in decline. If your second race goes in decline, the first race will just disappear off the map. The way I play this with my kids was I let them conquer and gain points. And then when they realized, or I realized they didn't have enough tokens, I told them, hey, you can go on decline and pick another race from the pile. They will go on decline. They will go into decline many times. So the first time you guide them, and then they'll get it themselves. Hey, I think I should go on decline. My 5-year-old is the only one who didn't go on decline ever, not even once, because he really liked the Ratmen and how they looked. And he just kept conquering one territory at a time. And then there was very little tokens for him to redeploy. But hey, he had fun and he was winning, but he lost at the end because he refused to pick another race. But hey, he had fun. I really love the box. It's easy to clean up. It's very organized. And the instruction manual actually tells you how this should be organized so my kids could do it by themselves. There are several expansions to this game. Some expansions just give you more superpowers and more races. However, I don't recommend them because the combinations of races you will get and powers that you will get in every game will be different. So unless you're playing this game a lot, I don't recommend those expansions. However, there is an expansion called Smallworld Underworld, where this is the world. There's an underworld below it, and that's a beautiful map, comes with its own races and powers, but you could actually put it here and combine the two maps and have one big game, or you just play the underworld map by itself. And then there's Sky Islands, which you will put it on top, which is the sky, and you conquer islands in the sky. This is my favorite war strategy game. It is, even with the dice, it is low luck, high skills, and even my adult friends love playing this game. Leave a comment on what games you want me to review and talk about. Also, tell me what was your experience with Smallworld.